check, 1, 2. Mic check, 1, 2. The microphone master, TMC, he dialed 1, 2, 3, 4. San Diego Comic-Con is officially over, and everybody's still talking about all the movie news that happened over the weekend. Star Wars, Batman vs. Superman, Suicide Squad, Deadpool, X-Men Apocalypse, that one Bill Murray movie. Well, I say f*** all of that. It's Comic-Con, not Movie-Con. So here's some of the comic book news that I got excited for out of San Diego Comic-Con International. First off, DC announced 2 new titles in celebration of the 75th anniversary of Robin the Boy Wonder. First off is Batman and Robin Eternal, a weekly series that I will be reading purely because of the title alone, and Robin War, a crossover between We Are Robin, Gotham Academy, and Robin Son of Batman, which looks to put Damian Wayne against the kids from We Are Robin in a big street fight. Hopefully these titles will be just one giant step for Robin's perception in the public eye, where people will stop seeing him as the campy sidekick and start seeing him as the serious and important character that he is. More importantly, maybe somebody will take back his rightful place as the partner to the Batman? Also, Grant Morrison is doing another Multiversity series, as well as taking the lead on a new edition of Batman Black and White. Still no word on whether his Wonder Woman Earth 1 book is coming out, but they did announce that The Flash and Aquaman are getting Earth 1 books, written by J. Michael Straczynski and Francis Manapul, respectively. Because it just makes all the sense in the world to have the best Flash artist of the past 5 years not do a major reinvention of the character. Over at Marvel, they announced a new Spider-Man book simply called Spidey, about a teenage Peter Parker that is in canon with the current Marvel Universe. This is of course not to be confused with Spider-Man, which stars Miles Morales, and not to be confused with Amazing Spider-Man, which stars adult Peter Parker. Also, everybody seems to be really excited about this Spider-Man Deadpool book. I really just see it as an excuse to put Deadpool in more things. For me, the most exciting announcement from Marvel was their Star Wars crossover, Vader Down. Spread out across their main Star Wars book and the Darth Vader series, this is basically the story of Darth Vader going up against an entire rebel battalion by himself. That sound you hear is the sound of 1,000 fans rushing to their local comic book shop demanding that this series gets ordered. Outside of the majors, Joss Whedon announced he's writing a new Dark Horse series called Twist. It is being described as a, quote, Victorian female Batman. That's all I need to hear. Also, a new Legend of Korra series for all you fans of the Nickelodeon show. I was not one of you, never seen it. Heard good things though, maybe I'll start watching. Moving on, Archie is continuing their trend of doing really weird shit with their characters by introducing 2 new books, Archie Meets the Ramones and Vamp Aronica. Now, believe it or not, Vamp Aronica is not the strangest of these books. They've already done a Vampirella of Aronica crossover a few years back, and now they're just giving it the Afterlife with Archie treatment. That sort of makes sense. What doesn't make sense is this Ramones crossover. Who signed off on this? Was it Marky Ramone? He's the only surviving member who still matters, so I'm assuming it was him. It's gonna be really weird to see Archie play guitar with a whole bunch of dead punk legends, unless this takes place in like the 70s, or this is secretly an Afterlife with Archie crossover. But all joking aside, IDW clearly won Comic-Con. They already announced the Back to the Future comic, which was awesome, and we did a video on it already, but this weekend they announced a crossover between the Ninja Turtles and Batman. That's right, folks, 2 of the greatest titles in all of comics are finally crossing over to give us the story we've wanted since we've mixed up our action figures when we were kids. This can be the single biggest piece of crap ever written, but I will still get every issue, plus the graphic novel versions, because it is Batman and the Ninja Turtles in one book. I don't have to go any further than that. And honestly, everybody else should just go home. Why even bother making comics anymore after this? So those are the big news stories that come out of San Diego Comic-Con that interest me the most. Let me know which ones interested you the most down below or literally anywhere on the internet. Were there any comic book announcements that I missed? Let me know. I'm really interested to hear. Also, we got shirts, we stream. I've been helping my friend Jake over on his channel do a Let's Play of Arkham City. We're all over the place. Check out everything. And as always, like if you like, subscribe if you really like, share this video with your friends. Thank you all so much for watching. I will see you next time. So if you were here last week, you may have seen my episode about how Marvel and DC are changing their upcoming lineups to the point where I don't really recognize them anymore. Batman is now a robot with bunny ears, Green Lantern is a space hobo, Hawkeye is now an old man, Venom is a space knight, so forth and so on. It's not often you get a Back to the Future comic, and it's even...
Not often you get a Back to the Future story, like, at all.
Yeah, I mean, we've had the animated series from the 90s, which doesn't count because everything got an animated series back then.